What's up everybody, it's Stealth. We're back with another Minecraft video, and today guys I have some brand new details and information on MINECON Earth, which is coming up very soon, as well as capes. I know a lot of people are asking about capes, so I have some details on that as well. During a stream that Minecraft uploaded, they actually answered one of my questions, so this is pretty exciting stuff. So can't wait to share all of this information with you guys. Hopefully end up enjoying this video. If you can do me a quick favor though and leave a like on today's video, it would be a huge help. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if you are a subscriber, hashtag ninjasub down below in the comment section, and I will be replying to every single subscriber in today's video. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. I won't be showing the entire thing, it's like over 30 minutes, but I will be showcasing the important bits of the stream. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Jens, you had a couple?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I have. I'm gonna answer two of the really common questions. One, will there be a Minecraft gameplay feature presentation? And yes, as always, that's my main reason for MINECON. So I'm gonna talk about the upcoming features for all the platforms. And the second question that a lot of people asked about was, will there be capes? And so at the moment, if we can't do capes in a cool way, there will not be capes. So in essence, I don't have an answer right now. So let's leave it at that, yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
The biggest question we have gotten, and probably the biggest question we get every year about MINECON, will there be capes? It is like, I see it everywhere. Everywhere I look. Will there be capes? Yeah.
Can I get capes?
And I get it. Capes are awesome, right? But Jens's answer wasn't the best news yet. As with most things, we won't do something until we can do it in a way we think is cool or we think is great. And right now we don't have a great solution for how to do capes. So until then, we're saying, for now, we will not have capes. But if we can solve some of the technical issues that are in the way right now, then we'll be able to do it. But we won't do it unless we can do it cool. But it's our goal.
Cool. Yeah. Moira!
Bye!
Thank you.
Moira!
Hello there.
Okay, we can sit a little more comfy now.
Yes.
All right. Oh! Hello! Do we blow up now? That's Lydia. So hello.
Hello, I am the voice of the community, and I'm very happy to be here to ask you all of these important questions.
They are all important. I'm excited to answer.
Okay, so when we're thinking about MINECON Earth, why MINECON Earth? So I have a question here from Bad Cheese. From Twitter, and Bad Cheese asks, this is probably going to be asked a lot. Why did you decide to move away from the original MINECON concept?
Yeah, so every year we think about MINECON. I mean, from the moment that the previous MINECON ends, we immediately start thinking about what we need to do for the coming year. And this year, we had a great time in Anaheim. It was awesome. Really, every year, MINECON just gets better and better. But afterwards, we were left feeling a bit like we weren't really reaching the people who are a part of our much bigger community. MINECON is an event for... It's really meant for... Sorry, I'm hearing that we are not being loud enough. Maybe if I move this microphone over. Here, we'll get a little closer.
Can you hear us now, people?
Is it better? What we really wanted to do was to make sure that we were addressing as much of the community as possible. And MINECON, while being an amazing event, was also a very small event in comparison to our players, right? We have millions of players around the world. And unfortunately, MINECON was an event where we had 10 to 15,000 people come to one place around the world one time a year. And it wasn't what we were hoping it would be. So what we thought after the last MINECON was, what if we invented MINECON today? Like, what if we didn't have these previous MineCons that every year we try to replicate but make better, and instead we thought from the ground up, what would we make? And this new MineCon Earth concept is what came out of that thought process. So a small group of us, Lydia, myself, Jens, and a few other people got together and thought, like, what would be the best way to really speak to our community at a once-a-year event, but in a way that actually brings more people together.
Right.
And one way to do that is to make an even bigger event and make MineCon gigantic, but that doesn't scale well for what MineCon is. Right? MineCon is an event that every year, everyone would sit in the same room at the same time for the opening ceremony. And actually, it's hard to do that, right? Like, there's only so many people you can fit in one room. So as we thought about, like, how can we bring more people together, we realized bringing them together in more locations, but smaller events would actually address that problem. And so what most people haven't really understood yet about MineCon Earth is it's not about just a live stream that we're putting out that's going to be around 2 hours long, and us just wanting everyone to tune in and watch it at one time. But it's also about bringing people together in locations around the world to experience that together. And also to make this live stream not just a passive thing that you watch, but something that's completely interactive.
Yeah, awesome. Cool.
That's the long answer for the first question.
Cool. Then we have a question from BlackStealth89 on Twitter. So my question is, why go this route? Were the previous conventions not a success?
I would definitely not say that the previous conventions weren't a success. Every MineCon since the first one in Vegas were definitely a success. So many people were happy. So many people had a great time. But it also depends on how you measure what success is, right? And when we work on Minecraft, you know, one of our core things is that our players come first. And when we look at MineCon, it's a teeny tiny portion of our players. So, and those are the people who were happy. The people who would get to go to MineCon because they could go, or because they were lucky enough to get tickets because they sell out so quickly, right? Who heard about it, planned for it. They were quite happy. But we heard so much from all the people who couldn't participate and felt kind of left out in what we were doing. And so we really wanted to think of ways that we could address that much better. And that would be success to us, to create something that is available to many more people in a way that addresses what our community really is, which is a diverse, like, millions of people all the way around the world.
Yeah, awesome. Our next question is from Madston Magic. Why the decision of doing an interactive event instead of a physical one where you can meet your idols in person?
Yeah, that's a great question, because a big part of what MineCon is coming to this one location at the same time as a bunch of Minecraft content creators are coming there, and then you can meet them. And there are meet and greets and autographs and all of that. And what we definitely want is to continue that. So when we decided to change the way that we approached MineCon, what we thought about were, what are all the different components of what makes MineCon? And of course, meeting YouTube and Twitch streamers and all of these different creators, map makers, modders, server operators, like a big part of MineCon is that. But it doesn't have to happen on the same day or in the same location all the time once a year at this one event we had. And what we thought were, how could we do a better job of having more of those opportunities in more places, in more locations around the world? And so that's when we came up with the finalization of plans that we've had for years of doing official community events and giving people a place that will be more local, that they can still meet their favorite content creators, but they won't have to travel so far to do it, and they won't have to wait so long. Because with the community events, we're going to be able to have many every year, and they'll be able to happen in many different locations. And some of them, some of the previous community events before they were official even, were already very large. One was 12,000 people. That was Mine Fair.
Yeah, that's big.
That's almost the size of MineCon. MineCon was 14,000 people. So they are still going to be big events with lots of people coming to them. There's just going to be more of them, and they're not going to only happen once a year.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think so.
Sounds good to me. Okay, so why, this question comes from, I hope I say this right, Fortis iNews. So why still call it MineCon when it's no longer a convention?
Yeah, MineCon is more than just the sum of its parts, right? MineCon to some people means Minecraft convention, to some people means Minecraft conference. To me, the con part of it is about bringing people together, and MineCon is still that. So MineCon itself is a brand in its own right, and MineCon to us means the time of year when we come together and try to speak to everyone all at once and really try to give like the past year's worth of great things that we've seen, as well as some sneak peeks into the next year of what we're going to do, and we do that once a year. So that MineCon name still felt true, even though it was no longer the same type of physical convention. But the con part of it that I believe will still exist as we talk more and more, and a lot more info is going to come out in the next couple months about our various viewing parties and other ways that you're going to be able to come together to experience MineCon. People will understand what we're really trying to do is create a global convention where it is distributed but still clustered in physical groups, where people will be around the world experiencing MineCon together, but not all together in one place. And the MineCon viewing parties, which we've spoken a little bit about, and we will speak much more in the next month, are going to really help people come together in a much closer place, but during MineCon. Right, so it sounds very complicated because we took what was a single event on one weekend that happened once a year, and now we have many different components that will happen at different times of the year. Right. But we really have only changed things to make it bigger, and it just, when you look at it from the outside and you haven't seen all the components, it feels like you're losing something. But we're doing our best to make sure that every part of MineCon that was so important to everyone will live on. It's just going to be in a slightly different form.
Yeah, cool. I want to go to one of those parties.
I think you will.
I hope so.
So hopefully that stream clarified a lot of confusion, guys. I really do appreciate all your support, so leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Get ready for the next battle.